Gotcha.
And like the baseboard.
Yeah, that's a good combo though.
All right, we'll get the stream started. At the very least, we live.
Going live.
I watched last session and it was just so exciting, like especially with the return of Jinyo. Just like it was a very, for how crazy and kind of like grim things have been, it was a very nice change of pace for like an exciting combat.
Yeah, that was fun. It felt so good to be back in it.
Oh, you're in it. To be sure, you are definitely in it.
Get it on.
Do. And he has a weapon. I don't need that. I'll deal with that later. I don't even know if that there's. We'll see what happens. I'm so like over prepared for something that might not even happen, but we'll see.
I'm just gonna say it. Eyeliner makes everybody hot regardless of gender, and I'm tired of pretending like it doesn't.
Eyeliner?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm on board with that.
I might have to try that for my outfit.
For your fucking Pikmin outfit.
Yeah.
I'm going for breedable Pikmin.
Yeah.
Breedable Pikmin.
I fucking
Those-
can't.
Those would be two.
Yeah, Joda, you can't, you degenerate fuck. You can't.
I mean, if Joda can't, that's saying something.
Right?
Those are like two
Wow.
of the worst words to put together.
Honestly, I'm kind of into it.
Oh no.
See, he had time to think about it. Now he's Rule 34ing it.
Listen, man.
You say that like I didn't already have it pulled up.
So a game came out called Eiyuden Chronicles 100 Heroes. It is a spiritual successor of a game called Suikoden, or Suikoden, from way back in the PlayStation era. Fantastic series, always with like an RPG where you have like a ton of different characters to play with. The very first character you come across in this new game is a wolf dude named Gar. And right away I lost it because I was like, I guarantee you if there's not already porn made of this fucking like character, there will be furry porn made of it within the next like fucking week. The furries
Were you
are,
right?
The furries are eating well, guaranteed. I didn't
Oh,
I
God.
didn't look.
Okay. No, you kind of have to look now.
Do I?
Yeah.
It's unlike the furries to not eat when it comes to that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like I give it 24 hours.
Less. Like if somebody didn't turn the game on, see the picture, and then fucking turn it off and go right to their fucking drawing tablet, I'd be fucking surprised.
Who the fuck keeps giving
I
these
would be
motherfuckers art
disappointed.
supplies?
We're not kink shaming, we're just kink asking why.
Never.
No. Kinks are great.
Okay, so we'll start with housekeeping and then we'll do the recap. We'll together. Together. I've been advised to be semi-kind to you today, so of course everybody make sure your inspiration is filled up if it was used last session. And then go ahead and add 10 points to your points card today.
Give Ilya thanks.
Yeah. She might be watching.
Are we live?
We are live. Yeah. I turned
Wonderful.
it live at right at 8 o'clock.
Ah, okay. Wait, were we live for the Pikmin thing?
No, we weren't live for the Pikmin
unfortunate.
thing. Oh, Jesus. They'll
Okay,
never.
let's do it again.
They'll never know. They'll never know.
No.
Starting.
What was the setup?
Starting from the top of the list. Jinyo, would you like to get any charms today?
How much is it for the big ones? Like 100?
100.
Okay. No, I'm good.
Banking? Okay.
I'll save it.
Gambit.
Give me 4.
4 regular charms?
Is there?
You got it.
Well, four grand charms would be fine too, but I only have 20 points.
There we go. That's Counselor's Charm, Spell Thief Charm, Babble Charm, and Charm of Dexterity. Girol. I think you said you were getting a grand
I'm going
charm
for the
today.
grand charm.
Grand charm today. All right.
All right.
Take a
I'll
token.
take her. Yeah. Hope for good luck. Let's go. Come on, Jiro, get something good.
Grand Charm of the Wind Blade. When you gain this charm, an arcane symbol appears on your dominant arm. This magical tattoo glows a brilliant bright purple. When you make a weapon attack, you may choose to make it. You may choose to have it target each creature in a line up to 100 feet. Make one attack roll. This number counts against each targeted creature in the line. All creatures who are struck this way are pushed back 10 feet.
Oh my god.
I gotta show you guys something really cool on my character sheet.
And that's not limited. You can just do that every attack.
That's when he makes an attack. He now makes
Holy
the attack
shit.
with the force of like 100-foot wind blade.
So I put a funny caveat to that in chat.
Oh god.
It would go that way.
Weapon 0.
Literally do not have a weapon at all.
If you like, we can put a fist attack on your character. You would do 1 damage, but you do 1 damage in 100 feet.
Is a
And
spiritual
push
weapon
back.
a weapon attack?
It's not. It's not coming from him though.
Yeah.
That's a part of the spell.
If
Can
you
he
roll that, I can
hold
use-
his spiritual weapon?
Okay, if I can do this with an unarmed strike for 1 damage, I'm fine with it because it's the pushback that appeals to me.
Yeah. I mean, you'd still get it. Like, you just have to make the attack roll. Like, forever, whoever hits, right?
Yeah, it works for me.
Let's give
And
you...
I've got 10 strength. That's a raw d20.
Yeah, hold on 1 second here. I think in the 10% weapons, there should already be a unarmed strike. There you go. You got an unarmed strike.
Awesome.
It does 1 plus your strength modifier.
So what?
So it does 1. As long as you hit with it, it does 1, and you can push people back. 10
Take
feet.
it back. That's the real appeal.
Which I'm super cool. Still in your hands, kind of cool.
I'm honestly probably gonna end up getting a dagger because I have +2 to dex.
Yeah,
I'll
I mean,
look over one.
between you guys, you have lots of weapons. It's
I
just,
know.
grabbing one that you're
I've
proficient
just
with.
lore-wise gotten rid of mine, so I'm interested to like find one that appeals to me now, like in the game,
Yep.
just as a personal trait kind of deal.
You also have a merchant that can pull one out of his ass.
Yeah, but that's not it. Like Gerald didn't suffer for that unless it literally came out of your ass. Then he might do it for the memes.
Ah!
I have a nerd question.
Yeah.
What if a net is a weapon attack? Could he net every creature in 100 feet?
I think it's pushing it a little.
So the net would hit the first creature, but like it can only physically hit one creature to be able to net onto them, right?
Oh, because it's like wind, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
Okay.
if the net also did damage, the damage would carry over as long as it hits each creature, but the net itself, the grab feature, would only hit one.
But let's do a special shout out to Juro, who's 64 years old and now has some sick ink.
Yep.
Nice.
He's gonna get all those fey bitches.
He's open. Because as far as he knows, he hasn't seen any in decades.
Except for the ones that you saw when you were on the fairy island.
That I traded my memories away for?
Oh, that's true.
Exactly. He can't
Yeah.
remember that.
Barjo, are you banking today?
I am banking today.
Okay, and then Vel said he wanted a Grand Charm.
Ooh, okay, more tokes.
Yeah, he's also getting sound stuff sorted out. Vel, let me know when you got that fixed. We'll do this slow.
See what we got.
Let's spin this. Let's roll this. Let's see what's up.
Come
Grand
on,
Charm.
Vel. Titan grip.
Grand Charm
Whoa.
Titan Grip.
I should call her.
You get a symbol on your dominant arm. Once again, it's a tattoo that shines a brilliant purple. This time around, you can wield a heavy or two-handed weapon in one hand and use two weapon fighting with such weapons.
God.
Cool.
I wonder how that affects his blade singing. Because I think blade singing requires a finesse weapon, right?
He wouldn't be able to use a non-finesse weapon for blade singing. So, like, if in an emergency situation he had to use a two-handed weapon in one hand, or like dual wield two-handed weapons instead of using his normal weapons, at least he has the option.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking because like we have that defender greatsword.
Yeah,
I was like, imagine if you could blade sing with that fucking thing. Oh.
maybe Maggie can make it a finesse weapon. Who knows? You happen to have a mystical blacksmith.
It's taking her dear sweet fucking time
You mean the like fucking
with my shield.
I miss
small
Bobby.
small hours in your shield, and also like she's also grieving an old lover's death still, so I don't
Yeah,
think she's
fuck
even
Podley.
working right now.
It's fine.
Hey, what? What? Hold on. You wanted to fuck Podley?
Kinda. I've never met Podley, so I have no idea who Maggie's grieving, nor do I care. If it doesn't bring me money, then get over it, get back to work.
I miss Podley. Miss Gallant. Miss Eldrin. Nagatu.
Oh. Fallen heroes.
My homie Razan. And Nagatu's death was not Vardra's fault. I just want to reiterate that.
If I remember the story, he just tried to run up a tree thinking things couldn't climb, right?
Yeah, no, like,
Because that's on him. That's
no,
absolutely
no,
on
it
him.
was on him because it would have worked, and it did kind of work. Like we managed to fight them off because we kept climbing like higher up in the tree and shit, and like kicking them off and stuff. But he was like, "I can outrun them. I'm super fast," and then he wasn't that fast, and he couldn't. They got him.
Sometimes learning Barovia is a dangerous place is a fatal lesson.
I'm sorry. What was that? I had smoke in my ears.
Sometimes learning that Barovia is a dangerous place is an expensive lesson.
Well, I'm just glad that the wolves couldn't climb trees.
I've seen them climb.
Jenny, why were you working with Ubor?
I wasn't. I killed him.
That'll bring us to but before the recap, Blue has said that he does want to spend his 100 points on a Grand Charm as well, so we'll roll his as well.
Let's go.
Let's do one more good luck haul there. Grand Charm of Minor Invincibility.
Oh.
Once
Wow.
per short rest, just
Wow.
a no you card. That could be really good for blue. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of huge.
It's kind of fucked the ones that he's rolled back to back, because the last time he rolled a Grand Charm, it was Natural Immortality.
Huh.
Now he's immortal and invincible.
He's slowly but surely becoming unbreakable.
If he starts hoarding gold, we better start watching him.
This is the first step to dragonhood. It's true. His friends are gonna have to keep him in check. Flash is restarting his computer for sound stuff, so we'll give him a couple minutes. I'm gonna actually take that time to run to the washroom real quick. For anyone watching at home, sorry for the late start, but you know, Tech Gremlin's gonna Tech Gremlin. So we'll use that time real quick, and then we'll get into a recap. Yeah, I will be right back.
Sweet.
Listen, Ginny, listen. Fuck you.
Okay. Flash, you're back?
I am.
Oh, and he's coming through clear.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. I right-clicked on my sound thing on my taskbar, and it muted all voice audio, but I could still hear like sound effects. I could hear the dice rolling. I could hear the chirps from Discord. I couldn't hear anybody's voices.
That's so crazy.
And I couldn't figure out, like, I was looking at my sound task, couldn't figure out what I'd done, so I just, like, just restarted.
Well,
Turn it off, turn it back on again.
So the Grand Charm that you got was Grand Charm of Titan Grip?
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah. Not insanely useful for your character, but like I said, in an emergency situation, if you gotta fucking grab a hold of a two-handed weapon and use it, you're not gonna get any minuses for it now. Last we left our squad, you had started off in the middle of a fight with some bone claws that had ambushed you. Not really knowing what was happening at first, an explosion of feathers led to the emergence of Jinyo making his return from what it was apparently a very daunting war.
It was.
With the extra strength, you were able to not only overpower Uvor, but take down the you took down those bone claws with relative ease. Moving further into the temple, you managed to kind of dodge a couple traps. There was a lot of kind of catching up on the part of like Jinyo and kind of getting familiar with the party again. And we did end off with you finding another tunnel, knowing that you could be ambushed by more of these bone claws. And everybody had rolled a group stealth check to try and sneak past without kind of setting anything off. Making your way through this hall, it is very similar to the last one you were in. You've got like these big caskets that you know that some of these bone claws may just be hiding behind, and then these smaller stone, what kind of like appear like chests, with more of those crystals all over the place, with what or at least what Varjo knows has like the spirits of these kind of like moth creatures. What kind of spirits they are, he's not quite sure, but they are some kind of powerful moth spirit inside. And we pick up with you tiptoeing and kind of sneaking to get through the corridor. You don't hear any kind of movement as you move through. But we'll pick up with you stealthing through. I guess my first question to the party would be, are you sneaking through as quickly as possible, or are you taking the time to like sneak but also observe with like anything in there?
I think I'll try to observe.
Yes, always observe it. Always perceiving.
Okay. Feel free to roll an investigation check. Because you're still trying to move stealthily and also kind of look at what's going on, you'll be rolling with disadvantage.
Okay. Can I use I'll use a Charm of the Savant.
Nice. For the next minute, whenever you make an ability check, treat all d20 rolls of 9 or lower as 10.
Oh my god.
That was a 19 and a 20.
Interesting.
Damn.
It's like my worst ability too.
Oh, that's fucking funny. Jinyo, your eyes are fairly keen as you look, and I mean, this is all kind of new for you. You're noticing these gems. You don't see anything in them. They just look like crystals. But you also notice that the caskets, some of them have one kind of marking and others have another kind of marking.
I'll quietly relay that to the group. What does it look like? Just random markings?
There are some markings that look like a moth motif, and there are some that look like it looks like a moth but made out of skulls.
Okay, yeah, I relay that to everyone. Like, not sure what it means, but we should keep our eyes peeled.
No. Skull moth. Skull moth. Skull moth. You think Marv's gonna be a skull moth?
I have no clue.
Aside from that observation, without actually going to physically touch anything, that's pretty much all you can take in that nobody's really noticed before.
Yeah, I ain't touching it.
Other than that, you guys, your average roll for all of you was a 17. The passive perception of a bone claw is a 16. You make it through this tunnel without any issue, unscathed. Moving out of that hallway, you see a fork of 3 different paths. Each hallway looks very similar, but on the ground there is the symbol of 3 different kinds of moths. One of those moths has spots, one of those moths has stripes, and one of those moths has stars.
These are different moth symbols than the ones in the other room.
Skull moth, spot moth, striped moth, star moth,
What do you make of
Varjo
it?
moth.
What do you make of it, Varjo?
You want to know what I think?
Yeah.
No, but I feel like you're gonna tell us anyway.
Well, I have no idea. I'm gonna like place my hand on the symbols and like, do any of them remind me of Marv?
I mean, Marv didn't have any kind of weird symbols on his wings or anything like that, so none of them really look similar to him.
When you nerds were looking through the books, did you see anything about this shit? Did you see a striped moth? Or like a spotted moth? Did they have any like particular, I don't know what to call them, freaks that were like spotted or something? Vel?
Can I roll something to jog my own memory?
Yeah, did you leave the paperwork or did you take it with you?
I took a bunch of paperwork from the first room that we went in of
Yeah,
the
I was gonna say, I'm not
experiments.
sure that I did. But
Well, that one book of drawings, maybe.
I remember thoroughly examining the book of drawings and sketches and whatnot, but I don't appear to have written down that I took it.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a history check. We'll see what you remember.
Oh, so close.
20's good. You don't remember anything in the papers, like as far as like symbols or anything for the moths, except for when he mentions the drawing book, you seem to remember some kind of image of the drawing of the crystal. Like the crystal with moths in them.
Yeah, the moths, the designs on the moths themselves aren't ringing a bell, but I remember seeing drawings of those crystals with the moths in them. That's part of their ritual. It seems to be maybe part of the ritual process that they were trying to use maybe to convert or to power their ritual.
Oh, so maybe these are like types of moth freaks. Like there's striped ones, spotted ones. Huh. Or were they all in the same crystal?
No, I mean, I really don't remember seeing any differences in this different kinds of moths. Only that the moths were in the crystals.
Well, I fucking knew that.
Oh.
I can see him.
You're very.
I heard him scream when Gambit killed him.
I didn't kill anything.
You did. You're a moth soul murderer. And you've killed like a bunch of things. Well, yes, you haven't. You just throw little cards around.
I killed the half man, half moth thing.
Yeah.
I killed the crystals.
Gambit, have you killed anything since you've been with us?
Oh.
Have you died since I've been with you?
No, of course not. I can never die.
Exactly.
I don't get it. Like, was that a threat? Is the guy who throws cards threatening the juggernaut? Is that what I'm hearing?
I need everybody to roll an Arcana.
Barjo, you know it's not the size of the ship, but the motion of the ocean.
No, of course. And he's like super useful.
Just a heads up, if bond is up, I rebond everyone who was bonded. Which also means you get a D4 on skill check.
So mine's at 21.
Okay, you choose which spell slot you lose. And if you got lower than a 15, you get rid of your highest. As you feel
so
more,
I lose it.
Yeah, you feel more of the magic drain from you.
Oh no, how will I scry now?
I'm gonna real quick convert a spell slot to sorcery point.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, I don't think Varger really has anything to go on for these stripe spots or stars other than like random.
Guess we press onward then.
Could I roll a survival on the dirt or rocks in the path in each one to see like what traffic would be like?
I like that. Yeah, sure.
19.
19. A lot of foot traffic is going like from what you can see, like the natural moss that is like growing through the stone and stuff is most disturbed on the path with the stars.
Yeah, I'd point that out. Yeah, the ones with stars. Seems to be a lot of people who walk back and forth, or things that walk back and forth. Do we want to go for that one or not that one?
Well, we're trying to stop this thing, right?
We're trying to stop this thing. I don't know what your intentions are yet.
I'm here to help. I'm part of the group, Varjo. I always have been.
Then why, like, you're saying that, but why were you working with Uvor then?
I don't know.
Should we take this path or that path?
I mean, if we're trying to defeat whatever's here, I vote on the more trafficked one.
Anybody opposed to that? Okay, maybe.
If the one path is the most traveled, what was the most traveled by? Because we just came out of that fucking room with all of those bone claw things. Do we want to follow footsteps possibly into more, or do we want to go with something, you know, maybe the one the least traveled?
Would I be able to tell, like, if these are bone claw footprints?
No.
Or, like, what, or, sorry, how large the creature would have been who made these footprints?
No. It looks like
No?
like it would be like multiple different things would have moved through here because it's like you're not seeing footprints specifically.
It's like a path.
You're seeing it's mostly like it's mostly stone and marble and brick and like it looks nicer in here, right? But there are still spots in the ground where there are like bits of moss and like little bits of like grass growing where there's cracks because of just wear over time. And what you're seeing is that path has the most of that disturbed.
So all in all, my logic is if you are very important and you are, you know, of higher ranking, you're going to have the least amount of visitors. You know, nobody's going to be able to walk into the king's chamber But in the common hall, where everybody gathers for the feast, that's where the most feet are going to be.
Like you're saying, we're gonna be walking right into the little guys.
That's what I'm thinking, but I'm not 100% sure.
Interesting.
Okay.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with that. So which one then? Spots or stripes? Because stars is the one with lots of things.
Which one's in the middle? Is that the stripes?
Stripes.
Stripes, because I'm a weeb.
Yeah, I vote on stripes. Any king worth his salt would be on the middle path.
Let's go.
All right. You take the stripes path. As you're moving along, there are more and more of those gems along the walls with those moth spirits inside. And Varjo, you are noticing when you look close now that these moths have little stripes across their wings.
I would point that out. Like, these guys all have little stripes on their wings. I think that something's happening.
Eventually, as you
What
go
has
down...
little stripe?
Go ahead.
The moth souls and the gems that you keep fucking killing.
There's nothing in the gems, Bajo.
There's stuff
Look
in the
at them.
gems. Look
They're
with your
empty.
stupid snake eyes. Look,
I'm gonna walk over. I'm gonna pull one out of the wall.
Slit. Oh, I throw my net at you.
You
Oh wait,
pull-
no, I don't. I'm.
You pull one out of the wall.
Can I stop
Yeah,
him?
I'm gonna like walk over and like I'm gonna go to like grab him and be like, look, Bajo, there's nothing in these gems, and I'll go to pull it out. But if he's gonna throw his net at me, I'm down to play with it.
We could roll initiative.
Both of you roll initiative. That is the easiest way.
I'm a big golem right now, so I'm not great at it. You gotta put us in an encounter.
No, you can just right-click and click the swords on your token.
There's no combat encounter, and you're currently viewed scene.
What? Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Gambino. Crystal Varjo.
Oh my god.
Wait, Varjo,
Wait,
how
where
are
do
you?
I get it from?
How are you throwing a net at him right now when you're a crystal golem?
I'm not. I would be doing something else. This is just, yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to murder him with 4 attacks.
There you go. Gambit, just roll your initiative in the initiative tracker.
Oh, I'm missing a lot of things. Holy. Yeah, my forge right now is really. But yeah.
What are you missing?
I don't see the dice in the initiative tracker. When I right click my token, I'm missing like pictures of the icons, stuff like that.
You
Weird.
might need to refresh.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now while we do this next scene.
Yeah. And you rolled a 6, so you rolled a 2, that became a 6. Varjo, what are you doing?
I pick him up and grab him by the back of the shirt, flip him over my head, and bash him onto a car. No, I just get in the way and stop him. Would you just stop if I got in your way, or are you gonna keep trying?
You're a giant fucking golem. Of course I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, stop. What the fuck are you doing? There's fucking look. Even as this, I got my eyeball. Oh, I guess would I have my true sight in wild shape as a druid?
I think you the prismatic golem has 120 feet of true sight anyway.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, I got these crystal eyes. I can see. I don't know if you can see like souls,
What
but
is
I
this?
see shit
Is
differently.
this like an I'm one of them kind of thing? Do you have moth souls in you?
No, it's
Ooh.
just I'm better at seeing things than you are. With those slit eyes you got.
Wow, that's kind of fucked up.
I'm just saying, snakes don't have
I
the
don't
best
think you need to
vision.
say that.
Why don't you try to see the soul with your tongue? You know I'm just bullying because I like you. But don't break those gems.
I'm not breaking the gems. I'm just taking them.
No, you're killing the moth soul that's inside. There's moth souls inside of these gems. They're using these for some kind of ritual or something to create more of these fuckers, and these ones all have stripes on their. So whatever we're gonna walk into is probably like maybe I don't know. It could be drawing power from this. I also don't want to piss off Marv. I don't know what we're gonna walk into, but stop fucking with the gems.
Gary's just gonna like kind of throw his hands up and like walk away from Marjo. And, like as he walks by everybody else, he's lost his fucking mind.
Look, if we have to kill Marv and have to pay you, you can also steal as many of these fucking gems as I will help you steal all the gems.
The stresses of
Gary's
battle.
like, okay.
Everybody else is just watching this happen.
normal Varjo stuff.
No, it's because we've been over the fucking gem. Why am I the crazy one? We've been over the gem thing like 20 times. Don't steal the gems because we don't want to piss off Marv.
All right. Does anybody else see anything inside of the gem? No. No.
I
Nobody.
think so.
I don't know about you. I'm just saying. Like, you seem to be the only one convinced that there's moths inside the gems.
Oh no, there's definitely moths inside the gems. Moth souls.
And somehow removing the gem from the wall removes the soul from the gem. But how did the gem get there? They would have had to have the gem and then put it
Okay,
into the wall.
I'm done.
It doesn't make sense. It's
I'm not
crazy.
I'm not gonna argue with you. There's fucking moth souls in the gems. Even if there's not, stop stealing Marv's shit. Because we're gonna have to face him eventually, and if he's like, "Oh, you've been stealing my shit," he might be mad. So at least fucking conclude that before stealing his shit. Also, if you really want to see it yourself, eat this. And I hold you out a crystal in my crystal hand. Eat it. I fucking dare you. Then you can see the moths, maybe.
Eat a crystal.
Yep.
Where did you get this crystal from?
Somewhere.
I pull out
Not really
Bobbert's heating
equipped to
glove.
eat crystals, but
Fucking heating glove.
Yeah, heat up the crystal. Here, eat the crystal.
I'll eat it if you're not going to.
Go ahead. I'm definitely not equipped to eat crystals. I have
uh,
normal people teeth.
No, it's fine. It's edible.
Sure. For you.
No,
perhaps,
it's
but
literally it's edible.
you're.
You can chew it with your teeth. Here,
Listen,
I-
I'm not risking my teeth.
it's an edible psychedelic crystal. Just eat it.
I heat it up with Bobbert's heating glove, and I take a bite, a crunch.
Oh, come on. Oh.
I put it in chat.
Oh my god. Oh no.
So I'm gonna need a Constitution saving
Yeah.
throw from you, please.
I know.
This crystal tastes delicious.
Hang on. Does that charm is an ability check saving throw? Or other way around, I mean.
Ability checks are not saving throws.
Okay. Oh,
Do you have inspiration?
I do have inspiration. Come on. Oh my god.
Can I give him my inspiration?
Sure, since you're drugging him.
Oh god. Ah,
You serious?
so close. So close. If only I saved.
Do you get the
Oh,
D4
wait.
from... Oh, wait, you're not bonded.
Oh, I do have Indomitable, though.
Oh.
Come on, man. Hope for good luck. Come
Here
on.
we go. Here we go. Jesus Christ.
Bountiful luck. I have bountiful luck.
So I get it again.
Yep.
You get a reroll. Yep.
Oh
Come the fuck
my
up,
God.
dude.
Hey,
Come
plus 8. I literally just needed to roll a 12.
Here comes
Oh my
Creepy
God.
Dave.
Hey, Creepy
everybody.
Dave.
Oh, God.
No fucking way did that just happen. That many rolls.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so it's not the most ideal thing. I'm using my cell phone as a fucking hotspot, pulled my 10-year-old laptop out of the fucking closet, and am working some magic. So I'm kind of here. If I'm slow, I'm sorry.
Honestly,
Sorry, your
that...
connection's cracking up. I heard that you have a 10-year-old in your closet.
Stop.
No, I've got a pissy 13-year-old in the living room because the Switch doesn't have internet.
Yeah. No, that's understandable. Honestly, like, if you can at least get the stream up, because like we're just like that the scenes are there, we can make the rolls.
I'm actually it's looks like it's gonna let me log into Foundry.
Oh, beautiful.
Mayhaps.
Well, thank you for making the efforts, especially with the internet being redonkulous.
Yeah, I was on the hold for 40 minutes, and the guy goes, "Yeah, I got a huge note on your file saying that there's an outage and that they're working." I'm like, I figured.
Well, you got here just in time to watch Jinyo start tripping the fuck out. You watch as Jinyo's eyes first they get like his pupils go wide and then like start to expand so that his full like eyes are black. There's no white at all. Jinyo, you're no longer here. You're like back in the thick of the fucking war with like huge raging dragons coming down on you.
Damn it. Not again. I start like swinging at some dragons. Giving out like commands to my troops. And just like screaming.
Jinyo,
Hold the line!
Jinyo is having war flashbacks right now.
Okay. Well, he didn't get true sight. That's fine. Here, Gammy, eat this.
Yeah, that's gonna be a no from me.
Okay, then stop trying to steal gems. Because if you ate this and like you were not like Ginny, where you can't hold your edible psychedelic crystals.
We're in the
Then-
final push! Charge!
Yeah, we got to keep moving.
Okay, it's just disadvantage on all checks. I'm all right.
Yeah, like you're just gonna have a real hard time focusing because you're like constantly being brought back to flashbacks of like war times.
Yeah. I can kind of see the moth in the crystal. I'm not even looking at a crystal.
No, you can't. That's the hallway. There is no crystal in front of you.
Yeah, he's looking at a rock. That's kind of crazy. He's fine.
Does anyone hear that? It sounds like Fortunate Son is playing in the background.
This poor guy. So yeah, ability checks, attacks, and saving throws. You've got disadvantage for the next hour.
Yep.
I will commend you for being so willing to try anything.
Dude, I have like 9 intelligence. You know, I'm like kind of dumb. I gotta play it out sometimes. But I also thought with a +8 to con, I'd be able to make it.
With that many rolls, it's
Oh my god.
Jesus.
That was what, 5 rolls, and I didn't roll above a 10.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. You're fine, Ginny, right?
No. You've got like 12 heads right now. They're all saying different things.
It's all just like in a row of singing like one after another, but the song that they're singing is Varjo just singing all of his titles.
Oh god. This is my hell.
Yeah, and it's to the tone of My Sharona.
Oh my god. Oh god, someone needs to guide me through this.
It's gonna take an hour, and Varjo realizes like we don't really have an hour for this to like wear off naturally. So we're either gonna have to bring him or cure him. And I got a kind of a dumb idea,
I love dumb ideas.
like dumber than trying to get somebody to eat that psychedelic mushroom or crystal. I have a lot of drugs on. I have a lot of drugs on.
Hit me, Big
I have-
Papa.
I have a bunch of different weeds, mushrooms, crystals, brandy, sap. I have all sorts of drugs.
All things we're gonna
Nightcaps.
pretend that you can access while you're a crystal golem.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, so no, never mind.
Unless you just come out of crystal golem form.
Did we short rest as I was a crystal golem?
No?
No, I don't think we short rested.
No, so I wouldn't have my wild shapes. So yeah, no. We gotta
I'll
press
be
on.
alright.
I can't cure him.
Disadvantage isn't the worst.
I was gonna make like a jungle juice.
So you're just grabbing onto him and pressing on?
Unless anybody else has a way to fix this poison. Like I don't know if Gammy can pull something out of this bag, or like Vel can do a sword dance or something. I don't know. How are you
don't
always
have
Vel?
anything on me right now. But our best bet would probably be to either head back to the ship and let it, take care of itself naturally.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'll be fine, guys.
Can we do that? Can we just go back to the ship and chill for a bit?
Yeah, that's what the kid with the firehead said. We can just go back. Like I'm completely tapped out. I've got nothing right now. I've just got spell scrolls and money.
Oh. Okay.
And I don't think sleeping here is going to be a great idea.
No, definitely not. Especially with the magic sucking going on.
I've got like 10 fingers and 10 toes right now.
Oh. Jinyo,
Yeah.
I want you to roll one more Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay.
In lieu
Come
of an
on.
inspiration.
Come on.
Yes.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
So
Hell yeah.
you are still tripping balls. However, you are also going to gain the true sight for 1 hour.
I was sick.
So you're seeing now these striped moth spirits in the crystals, but you're also still tripping balls at the same time.
Okay, I can definitely see the moths in the crystals now. I think it's wearing off.
Yeah. You can see the dragons in the sky too.
Oh, of course. You don't see them?
Right.
What?
A black dragon lands down behind Gambit and breathes acid.
No. I like rushed to push him out of the way.
I'm gonna
The
like
fuck is his problem?
sidestep.
Oh,
Just sidestep
trip.
out of the way and like tumble into the dragon.
Oh, that was close.
What are you doing? Why did you just run at me?
I thought there was a dragon.
What?
There's no room for a fucking dragon in here.
I know what I saw.
Yeah, you seem to be seeing striped moths too. Ooh.
They're right in the crystals, like Varjo said.
Right. Yeah, just like they're in the trees, I bet.
There's no trees down here, except for that big one right there. I point at Varjo.
Varjo, did you drug him up again?
Yes, he did. Give him a fucking crystal. Same one he gave the
God
old
damn
man.
it.
What? Me? No.
All right, should we move on? I need
No.
to distract myself right now.
No, I was trying to prove a point to Gammy because if you aren't a punk, those things will like let you see how I see.
Varjo, I was drug free for a year fighting dragons. What do you expect?
That's not my problem.
I know.
I thought you were like
yeah, now it's
down
all
with
of
it.
our problem.
No, I'll be fine, guys.
Hello?
I mean,
How long does it take for this thing to wear off again? How long was the old man drooling on himself?
he'll be fine in like an hour. We can keep going.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
So
I'm gonna smack him on the back with a lesser wrist.
okay.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, the effects of the drugs start to fade, and you just keep the true sight.
Oh, oh, thank you.
Sorry, my brain's not working too good today. The weed's
Mine-
been darker than usual, and I didn't know I had that prepared.
I appreciate it. Now I'm in tip-top condition. And I can still see the moth in the crystal.
I told you, Gammy. All right, let's keep. I fucking told you, Gammy.
He just spent the last 5 minutes tripping balls.
And now he's not.
Feel great.
See? Moths in the crystals.
No.
Yep.
There's moths in the crystals.
See? Eat this crystal, and then you can see the moths in the
honestly,
crystals.
Honestly, I'm not surprised the two of you just stoned out of your fucking trees. No,
Just a heads up, I don't have any
No.
more of those.
Jinyo, they're not in the trees. You're okay. Everything will be fine.
I know, I'm fine now.
Let's continue.
Stop touching the gems. Onwards.
All right. You move further down this hallway, and it keeps going. And at a point in the in a point as you're moving, you see that the ground, there's a line that is glowing like a bright purple that leads further down and kind of illuminates this path. More and more of these crystal moths, or crystals with moths, adorn these walls as you continue forward, until you finally find your way into what appears to be an open, like, chamber. On heightened platforms, you see that there are several Mothmen that are taking, like, what appears to be some kind of, like, purple goop and spinning it into energy that they are, like, forcing into, like, what appears to be orbs. And if you look close enough into the orbs, you see almost like the silhouette of a Dodomeki. On the walls, there are even larger crystals, like 10 times the size of the ones that you've been seeing so far, crystals on the wall. With what you see, Varjo, are like large moth spirits that almost look a little bit humanoid. Far ahead of you, like down, so in front of you there is a slope, and it looks like there are slopes on, like, in the middle sections as well, that go down into a chamber at the back where there is a dais, like a stone table, and right now just a large cocoon of glowing, swirling purple energy. You are in the altar room.
Oh.
Am I still tripping? This is insane.
No, I see it.
What do we do here?
As you
I
move
look.
in... Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
You go ahead.
I was gonna say, I like look up at the moth creatures. Do they like notice that we're here, or?
They don't pay any of you any mind. They are so, like, dedicated on their task right now. And all they're doing is, like, you see, like, these flowing channels come... like, the orbs seem to be pushing energy into these flowing channels that are then moving towards this cocoon. And seem to be fueling it with energy.
And like the moth spirits up above are just kind of looking down, watching.
The moth spirits themselves, like, they're not moving. They are just kind of, like, transfixed in the crystal. Like, you can see, like, the spiritual form of them. But looking close enough with your true sight, and same with you, Jinyo, looking close enough with your true sight, you can see that there are glimmers and sparks of something coming off of the gems that are flitting over to the moths. It hits the Mothmen. They throw up this, like, purple goo into their hands and spin it into this kind of, like, wispy energy that they then, like, kind of, like, lay into this crystal. When they lay it into the crystal, you see that the Dodomeki that is inside almost, like, it looks like it's screaming, but you can't hear anything. And then the energy, it glows. You watch as the lines kind of glow, and you see, like, a little bit of energy shoot off to the egg in the center.
I mean, do we just start killing these Mothmen?
No, 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 no. These guys, you guys are pretty tough. Like, probably could, but these guys, that's a lot of guys.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
listen, if
kind of.
somebody takes a swing at these things, I'm fucking gone. There will be no me.
Yeah, this is kind of what I expected with the heavily traveled path.
Well, these motherfuckers can fly, so yeah. Should I just try to talk to one? Be like, "Where's Marv?"
I don't know if we should trigger them.
I mean, it feels kind of
Damn it,
obvious that the
points.
cocoon is Marv.
Points at
The
giant
cocoon is Marv.
I
What?
feel like that's kind of where we've been headed. Marv, or his full name, whatever it was that we heard, Marvelius or whatever it was. I can't remember what the hell the name was, but I know
Marv
it was
the
really
Moth.
long. No, it wasn't that.
Does this particular room look familiar to you?
Does it? When I like saw Marv on the pedestal chilling, is this the same room?
This is the same room. You can actually see the altar that like Marv had been sitting on up top. You can see it there. Just Marv is not there.
He hasn't emerged yet. We heard them refer to this god, and his name started with the word Marv. I mean, it was a longer name, but I mean, it was the same guy that we heard them. That we read this or we saw this. I can't remember where, but I don't know if it was part of somebody's vision. But when we were asking our questions of the gods, and we were talking about this, we were asking whether or not Marv was going to be helpful to us or not. I do believe somebody referred to somebody, and I mean, it was very obvious that they were talking about Marv. Just, it was his full name. Can I make a check or something to remember that name?
Sure.
Because it's not coming to me. It's like an intelligence, history. What do you think?
Yeah, go for a history.
Okay.
Trying to delve back into your memory.
Right.
14.
Yeah.
It was Marvarius.
Marvarius. Okay. Marvarius is the name that we were hearing of this. He was, I mean, it's this trickster god deity that I believe we were hearing about, and his name was Marvarius. I mean, it seems so obvious to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but it seems obvious that we are talking about the same person.
Yeah, but I don't really want
You
to.
had a god living under your hat, and it was Marv the Moth.
And if that's Marv, I got the vibe that he was like, he wasn't trying to flee or anything. He was here to do whatever he was trying to do.
He's here to be reborn. The cocoon is his rebirth. He's coming. I mean, it's his ability to return, probably to return to full power. That's what this magic, the magic being absorbed, the magic that's being pulled from us, the magic that's being pulled from the crystals and put into the orbs, and it's channeling to this cocoon. That's what's happening. He is using that magic to be reborn into his full power, into his full self. And I mean, everything we've read about this guy, everything we've heard about him at this point, all the clues that we've received seem to hint at the fact that he's not necessarily a good guy. He's a trickster god. And he's going to do what he does, what's best for him. But, if I'm not wrong, we were sent in here because he's the best hope for fighting those demons, or there is a weapon here. I mean, I don't know if the weapon is Marv, or is the weapon is something that Marv has or holds, or somebody that serves Marv. I don't know. But whatever that is, it's here. And it's linked to him.
And it's that.
The question is, do we help his birth? His rebirth?
I was just
a way?
Get out of my brain, Vel. Should we help? Can we try?
Well, if we need to defeat the demons, I mean, we're making a deal that's could end up being very bad for someone or all of us.
Well, I'm okay with trying anything. We always make it through no matter what we do.
I mean,
Clearly.
I'm no fan of letting loose a horde of demons. So if this is what we need to do to stop them, we'll cross the next bridge when we come to it.
Agreed.
All right. Yeah. Can I like look at what they're doing and possibly try to assist?
You climb up and you see that, like, looking closer, so the big giant spirits are feeding whatever energy that is being leached off within the building, you think, into these Mothmen. These Mothmen are taking that, drawing that energy into themselves and then throwing it up as, like, it's almost like their body is converting it so that they can throw it up and spin it into magic that will be able to properly be fed into Marv through these crystals. And it looks like they're almost using the Dodomekis inside, like the demons, as a focus.
Probably because of their nature of attraction to the way they absorb or take or acquire gold and their fascination with treasure. It's probably something to do with that nature.
My brain can't comprehend any of this.
I smack him in the back of the head. Get it together, Jenny.
I'm still coming off of that stuff.
This close to, like, the egg as well, you guys are feeling like a strong draw of your magic being pulled into this thing. I'm not going to make you roll for it yet, but the longer you guys stay in here, the, like, faster it's going to drain your magic energy.
Does it feel like it's being drawn towards the egg itself?
It doesn't. It actually feels like it's being drawn towards those, like, yellow crystals.
It's being drawn towards
What
the yellow,
is-
like the yellow crystals up here, the 4 of them that we see, so that then it's drawn into the things towards the eggs.
Yeah, and the two that have true sight are seeing, like, the conversion happen, where it's going, it goes into the crystals, comes out onto, and, like, kind of, like, throws that magic onto the Mothmen. They convert it within their bodies and then process it through the crystal and send it to the egg.
So, being this close, seeing this egg, with my connection to Marv, could I roll something even? Like, is this Marv? Is he doing this willingly? Is this, like, what we're going for? Or, because I was warned about, there being another possible god in the mix of this.
What do you want to try and roll to work this out?
Acrobatics.
Or see what you can work out?
I'm good at insight, but I could do nature or religion or whatever you think.
I think at this point you're trying to figure out things about a god. Let's go with religion.
Come on, baby. I will luck point that.
Okay.
Oh, meh.
16's not terrible. You have a connection with Marv. You're close to him. And you're, like, reaching out, almost thinking, like, asking, like, do you want this? Is basically what you're saying.
Yeah. This you, bro? You good, bro?
The feeling you get back is yes.
Hell yeah. Can I insight check that yes?
Sure.
Because again, trickster god. Is that another god lying to me? I don't know.
23, it's a genuine yes.
Beautiful. How long before this happens?
You don't get an answer back from Marv if that's who you're asking.
I'm just kind of saying that out loud.
Jinyo will use his knowledge of the arcane arts to try to get a feel for how long this would take.
Even on a 20, you have absolutely no idea. This is out of your wheelhouse.
I was hoping I would roll a lot lower.
However, on a 20 Arcana, this ritual doesn't look or feel like anything good.
Oh. I don't like the feel of this. This feels wrong, Varjo.
So?
I can feel my magic being tapped from within me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Marv's probably an evil god. 50-50 chance. Because he's definitely not good. He was hanging out with me. Good. He's either neutral or evil. I only ever hung out with one actual good person. And he was... Gallant was the best. God damn, I miss him.
Do I not
Really?
count, Marjo?
What now?
Do I not count?
What? You pee on things. How is that good?
Only on things that had it coming.
I need everybody to make, or I'll just actually do a group request again. Request.
Blue over here getting disrespected by Varjo.
You're not good. You carried around Larry.
That was disgusting.
make-
Blue.
To make you happy.
Larry had a family, you sick fuck.
I guess Gerald would be good, but
I thought I was pretty good too.
meh.
In all honesty, I played Jiro as a conceptually good but kind of a like blue and orange morality kind of guy. He doesn't always get that things aren't right. Okay, I don't cast any 5th level spells anyway.
So Cyan is gonna roll.
Cyan doesn't need to because he doesn't use
Oh.
spells. He's
Go ahead.
he was just in that group that when I grabbed all of them.
Varjo was gonna automatically fail and like give
And-
some of his power to Marv.
Okay. You watch as like once again you feel your most powerful spells energy being like kind of like sucked from you, and now you watch it happen as you feel the energy leave you and like move over and flow to these crystals. You watch as they enter the crystal, and for those with true sight, they watch the full process go through as it is fed to Marv.
BSG.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm very slow on this goddamn computer.
No, it's okay.
I have a charm.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you'll let me use it. I have a selfless charm that I could use to force myself to fail and let 3 people pass. I was trying to find it.
Yeah, I see it here. Choose to automatically fail
There
to
it
save
is.
and grant up to 2 other creatures targeted by the same effect that you can see an automatic success.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Perfect.
You're going to use one of those?
Yes.
Perfect. I'll update it for you.
Yeah.
There we go. And who are you choosing to succeed instead?
Who's our best spell guys? Probably Jiril and either Varjo or Gambit. I'm not sure.
I think Gambit said he was tapped out earlier.
Yeah, do Gambit. Varjo is like willingly
tapped
giving
out.
up some magic.
Okay,
For Marv.
I'll do Gambit if he's got some.
Don't do Gambit. Don't do Gambit.
Don't do.
Vel's a spellcaster
you weren't
as well,
here.
Yeah, but I passed mine.
But
I mean, so I still lose it. I just get to choose what I lose, right?
Right.
Okay.
yeah, don't do Gambit. Gambit made mention, I think, just prior to you rejoining us, that he was completely tapped out of all spells.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's gonna either be Varjo or Jenny then.
Yeah, you can just do me.
Okay, I'll do Jenny then.
Cool.
Do me, baby.
Feels so archaic with one monitor. Ugh.
It feels like the before times.
I feel
It
poor.
is
I
the
only
before
have one
times.
monitor.
So, Blue, as you're watching people's energy be drained and you see that, like, they're trying to, like, grasp at that magic, you auto-fail and just give up your largest spell as, like, you kind of watch as the inspiration helps your 2 comrades.
Which would be one of my second levels because I'm almost tapped myself. So
Yeah, it's hard without rests.
Yep. All right, that's taken off, and we're good. Okay.
You watch as the energy flows and the cocoon continues to swirl but brightens with this energy as it gathers it. And as it brightens and flickers, you can see a large humanoid body inside.
Can everybody see the humanoid body?
Yep.
Marv is a dude. Was it like a moth-like humanoid, or was it like a buff dude?
You can't tell. It kind of looks like a buff dude, but it's just a
Buff
silhouette
dude.
that you're seeing.
I mean, this might be dumb, but can I, like, magic's been absorbed from me, and I, like, kind of gave into that. Can I give up all of my spell slots?
Do you want to give up all of your spell slots?
Yeah, like, I'm the crystal golem right now, so, like, fucking put my hand to one of these drain things and just drain my magic
Fill
into
her
it.
up. You can. I won't stop you.
Yeah.
So you're wanting to speed up the process?
Yeah. I want to help Marv come to be. I don't want all of us to sit here and you guys to get fucking bad things happen. So,
I mean, you know, whatever happens to you happens to me, right?
what?
I'm curious to whatever the fuck that was.
What?
And I'm gonna point at the cocoon.
It's Marv.
Marv is a moth.
Yeah, well, no, Marv is a god.
He looks
And
pretty
he's
sad.
being reborn. Didn't you listen to what Vel said?
Wouldn't he just stay as some moth?
Maybe not. His form was. I mean, gods can change forms. They can.
I mean,
he he may have been a moth because he had been reduced in power. This is what's bringing him back to full power. The moth just serves as his symbol, you know. But the cocoon symbology here is, I mean, both arcane and symbolic of the whole of a moth process where he would, you know, I mean, listen, it's not a perfect analogy, but I mean, it seems like it's pretty dead on right now.
Look, whether he's a silent little moth that lives in my hat, or he's a buff dude inside of a cocoon in a catacombs that's the weapon to help us stop the demons, he's still my best friend. We hung out for 20 years, and he's the only thing that kept me sane. So, fuck it. And I put my hand to the thing. I'm going to drain all my spell slots.
Interesting.
It's 1 5 level, 3 4 levels, 3 third levels,
Oh my god.
2 second levels, and 1 first level.
You walk up and start, like, just giving up all your magic. It siphons through these mods, and then these mods on the left over here start throwing all of their magic into it as well. And you watch as they almost, like, turn into a sludge themselves and turn into that wispy energy and go into the orb and convert. And they're gone.
Well, shit.
The mods on this side do the same. This cocoon starts to, like, supercharge with this energy and bursts into a brilliant purple light. I didn't think...
Still seeing the outline.
And sitting up on this stone table, you see...
Oh, shit.
This figure. Already clad in the armor, with this almost like butterfly sword, like double blade, and like holding this like strange glowing orb in the other hand. He looks up and turns his head to look at you, and swings over and stands up fully. And says, "Ah, my dear friends, welcome to my home."
Varjo, like, shambles up to his feet. Ugh. Fuck. Marv. Oh, shit. You look cool.
Ah, Varjo. I didn't recognize you.
Oh, yeah, same. I can do this now.
You watch as he kind of like does like a little twist and like kind of like works his shoulders, starts like cracking his knuckles and everything, like just kind of like adjusting to the body. Says, "Ah, it's been so long."
Yeah, how's it feel?
He raises one hand and kind of works it into a fist again. He's like a glove.
That's fucking awesome.
Looks and he says, "Varjo, you've been carrying me for over 20 years.
Long time. You got me through some shit.
So I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I am much, much older. I was trapped in that form, doomed to be nothing more than an eternal moth, until I found you. Thank you for bringing me home."
Yeah. I didn't realize that's what we were doing. I thought you were kind of just hanging out. But, Heyman, I'm glad we got you home. We've
Yes.
had a bunch of shit happening, and Yeah, I've been going kind of nuts without you, man.
He kind of steps forward and says, "Oh, you're very capable. I think you'll be just fine without me."
Yeah, no, I don't expect that you're gonna fucking live in my hat right now. I'd have a way bigger hat. But we've got this problem with like the demons. Surely you know about that because like I talk about it all the time. You were there, and all these pieces came together, and we kind of figured you were the weapon.
He looks, he's like, "Oh, yes, the weapon." And he holds up the orb as he's looking at it. He's like, "This little thing packs a lot of punch. It was actually designed as a protective tool for our kin. But it takes some time to recharge its energies, you see. This one just happens to be ripe. And I have a specific purpose for it. So unfortunately, Varjo, I cannot give it to you to destroy the demons. But he turns around and snaps his fingers, and a portal appears behind the like the stone table. You look through and you see that there's kind of like a dingy backdrop, and you smell the familiar smell of the wind of Barovia. And he says, "You're welcome to take your crew through. I can send your ship back to Barovia with you, and you can embark on the quest that you started out on. And I'll see you again fairly soon. How's that sound?"
If you stop those demons from destroying everything, that's fucking cool with me. Cause that's like the real problem. Is like I'm afraid if I go back to Barovia, we already got a fucking demon to deal with back there because of fucking Alex with the portal. It was a whole thing. And Ardor splitting himself. But I don't want to go back to Barovia then have these fucking demons destroy it, you know, while I'm there.
He kind of like lifts off the ground and floats and kind of cracks his neck a little bit and looks, and he says, "The demons are an unfortunate casualty of war. Unfortunately, I need them to do what they need to do in order for me to do what I need to do."
You need them to destroy all the multiverses?
I need all of them to make a push. The multiverse is fairly resilient, and it will survive, but I need there to be something left over. Does that make sense?
Would you like...
Still getting used to speech.
Could you like leave Barovia alone then, or...
Well, you'll be in Barovia. And
Yeah.
while you're there, you can tell people about me, right? You'll tell them all about Marv?
Yeah, I'll tell people about fucking everything. I never shut up.
Good.
Yeah.
I know you're kind of adverse to gods, but I can appreciate your allegiance to me.
Well, no, it was just it's kind of like a friendship.
It's
Like I said, we hung out for like 20 years, kept me sane. I probably would have like, you know, murdered a bunch of people if it wasn't for you. And like, you're a fucking moth god dude with armor now. So that's cool. That's dope.
So as my friend, you're also going to become one of my acolytes, right?
What does that entail?
You just let people know that I'm coming.
Do I get like
Simple
you're gonna
job.
give me cool like moth powers? Do I get wings?
I can give you wings if that's what you wish.
I could fuck with some wings.
For you, Varjo, I'd gladly give you wings.
Yeah, but you gotta help me with these demons. Like I said, we're buddies. I fucking came here. I gave you all my magic.
He like looks at the orb again and he says, "This can only kill one kind of thing at a time, and I'm set to already kill the thing that I need to kill." And
Just out of like curiosity, again, friends, what are you trying to kill?
gods, of course,
Which ones?
all of them.
Ooh,
Fuck the gods, right?
yeah,
Assholes anyway.
they really are.
Some of them are pretty cool. Some of them are pretty cool.
What, name one.
The Raven Queen.
No
No.
matter.
They all conspired to put me in that form and lock me away. And now, I think there's too many cooks in the kitchen. Rather than have so many gods, why not have one? Makes things easier. Everybody gets what they want. And we all live happily ever after.
Varjo, I think this is a good play.
What? What's a good play?
Letting this continue.
Yeah, we should just like let him do whatever he's gonna do. We should leave.
No. Letting him decide what gods need to live.
Before you can blink, Marv is beside you, Blue, and he looks and he says, "I understand that this is a hard thing to take in.
You're blinded by him right now. He's. Am I the only?
You liked out there, boss. Count?
I think we lost Blue.
What?
Yeah, you cut off there.
Oh, I just look at everybody else and I'm like, am I the only one that sees that this is bad? What Marv is trying to do?
I don't agree with it either.
I'm-
I've got my own gods.
I'm of two minds. On one hand, I don't agree with his philosophy. On the other hand, good fucking luck, dude.
Good luck. I appreciate that.
I'm sure you understand why I can't be fully on board with you.
I mean, you don't have to be on board. You just shouldn't get in my way.
That tracks.
If you come against my god, I'll have to do battle with you.
He looks over and he says, "Jinyo, haven't you suffered for the gods enough?"
Look, Marv,
Turns and looks at you, Varjo.
I've been best friends with this guy, and I'm like looking into everybody else's. I'm like standing beside Marv for longer than I can even remember. He knew me before I was like completely insane, and I put my like arm around him, like on his shoulder. And this guy right here is gonna stand by his word. He's probably gonna leave Barovia alone, and if he doesn't, he's not gonna kill us. So like, we're good, right, Marv?
We're good, Varjo. Take your.
And I try to snap his neck.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a strength.
Oh my god.
Damn.
An ability check, strength ability.
Yeah, his passive athletics is 35.
Oh.
Yeah, we're hoping for a miracle here. No.
You reach over and go to grab his neck to like twist it, and like it doesn't move, and it's almost like he's like, "Oh, are you giving me a massage? That's so nice. Thank you. Varjo, you're a real friend."
Look, Marv. I'm sorry I just tried to snap your neck.
Oh, is that what? You're.
No,
Was
I
that
mean,
aggression?
not like sort of, but
You know,
I'm gonna need.
but-
I'm gonna need the orb. You can do whatever the fuck you want, but I'm gonna need the orb to kill the demons. I think that's where we're at.
but I need it to kill the gods.
Can't you just like get more power and kill the gods other ways, and let me like kill the demons so I can go back to Barovia and kill the other people, so I can go back home and kill that fucking guy who killed my wife?
No, because if the demons don't go throughout the multiverse and cause carnage, then it won't give the people a need for hope. With the gods not there to protect them, they're going to need one to lean on, and that's where I come in. And you, as my friend, will tell them about me, so with their belief, it will bring me into their world.
There's other ways to gain standing rather than murdering millions upon millions of innocents.
Did you not hear the part
Through-
about vengeance after they locked me into, a prison of tiny making where I was
Oh, yeah.
eternally a moth? I think I'm owed a little recompense.
No.
No, you're definitely like you're cool if you have beef with other gods. You want to go kill gods. That's dope. But
Gods gain power through followers, through belief and followers. The more they have, the stronger they become. If he starts to slaughter gods and he can acquire their followers, he can become even more powerful than he is now.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
he gets it.
yeah,
You get me. What's your name? You seem new.
I am new. And I've seen this kind of activity before. I've seen the lust for power. I've seen those who have tried to acquire it. Those who have tried to become dark lords, dark gods, demigods. Never ends well.
Marv could be different.
I am quite good at what I do.
Yeah, but I did you a favor, so you should do me a favor and just like give me the orb.
But you won't need it.
But I will.
If you're helping me, then the demons serve my purpose, and we don't need to get rid of them.
But if you're helping me, then the demons serve against my purpose, and we do need to.
No, because I mean, you can get your vengeance and do whatever you want, and I can send you anywhere.
Yeah, but the demons are gonna come along and destroy everything, so I can't get my vengeance.
They're not going to
Places that I'm gonna
destroy
be destroyed.
everything. They're just going to ravage everything. I will.
Yeah, yeah.
People still need to exist. I still need worshippers. Without worshippers, I don't exist. I understand that status quo, so I won't let everybody die. Just enough.
Yeah, well, you can do that, but you're not doing it with demons like now, because like that's been like a big point of contention for what we've been trying to do for the past fucking year, is like stop these demons that came out of this portal.
Blinks back to the altar, and he's like, I don't think you're listening. You don't have a choice in the matter. This isn't yours to do anything with. It's mine, and while I appreciate your request, it's denied.
No, it's not really a request. I'm saying you have to give me that orb. Like, we're friends, but you have to give me that orb.
He snaps his fingers to use a true polymorph to turn you back into Varjo. I need you to roll. Wisdom saving throw, the DC is 27.
I will luck point.
Okay.
I will luck point.
Okay.
Oh, should I use the last one? I really don't have fuck all if I'm Varjo. Yeah, no, using the last one.
Oh,
He changes you back and looks down at you and says, Varjo, as a courtesy, because you are my friend, I am not going to take this slight against me as offense. However, if you are not with me, then you are against me. and I would suggest that you leave henceforth.
No, like, same. I've come a long way to get that weapon. I know you've come a long way too. Not trying to slight you. But I need the weapon to get my goals. Because I'm fucking Varjo Moondancer. And I might be equal to a god, but I'm not bowing to anybody.
Marv, I don't understand something, and I'm sorry, I don't mean disrespect. If you are a god, why do you need the orb?
You didn't hear? I gotta do this all
Because
over
there's
again?
stronger gods who imprison him.
He's going to use the orb to kill gods.
So you don't actually have the strength of a god. And that's tuned to kill gods and not elves and humans, right?
This, I decide on one type of thing. And then I say, it doesn't exist anymore. And as long as I'm in this chamber, I'm safe. So, with me being the only remaining deity, I can then become a deity for all people, which makes me all-powerful, and also spreads my influence everywhere, unopposed.
Oh, so you're not even gonna go, like, kill gods?
They just won't exist.
That's a lot less cool than I thought what you were doing.
Can I identify what makes this chamber so special? Like, I thought it was just pouring into him, but clearly he thinks there's something else going on, too. Can I try and see what he's getting at there? I'm not sure what the best check for that would be.
Give me an Arcana check.
Yay.
Roll it with advantage.
I have a -1. Okay, that's not too bad.
17? I mean, you're like, it's a smart enough, like, he's laying it out for you in plain common. Like, basically, what this chamber is, and probably the temple is a protective space where when he uses the energy of the orb, its effects won't work on anything within the chamber. So if he said all humanoids don't exist anymore, any humanoids inside the chamber are fine, anything outside of the chamber aren't good.
Okay.
And if what he's saying is true, and then it's tuned to one specific type of thing, so if he says deity, him being the only deity here, this should be the safe space for him. He's basically got a plan for multiversal control.
How far away is he from me?
About half a mile.
Yeah. If I punch Varjo and use my charm to knock him back.
He looks and he says, like, I can see that you're apprehensive and I can feel that you're going to be aggressive, but I can assure you, you won't live through this. It is futile to try and fight me. You woke me up. You brought me into being. You let this happen. So just let it happen.
Insight check. Is he actually that confident?
Sure, roll an insight.
20?
From his side of the table, he doesn't see how he can lose. Varjo, be sensible. Cast another spell and you watch as, like, a illusory image appears of the outside. In the skies of the old world, the demons are starting to come crashing down towards the temple as they've realized you are no longer in the fairy area. Corvos robot knights are flying up from his compound, flying towards the demons. All like the sky's lit up like a rainbow as these different colored robots fly up to meet the demons, and you watch as they begin to clash. You can get your people out of here. Go to Barovia, finish your quest. Hunt down the demon that's there if it makes you feel better. And if you don't want anything to get there, I will cut off access for anything to be able to get in, and you won't deal with a single demon more than the one that's there. Take your friends and go complete your quest. And when I'm ready, I will come see you. But don't throw your lives away like this. Every one of you will die here if you try to stop me. I will not have to lift a finger. I can let the... he points to, like, the remaining Mothmen. It's like, they're still quite capable. I could let them finish you off, and if they don't, then I will. And it'll be effortless for me. I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm being realistic.
Jinyo... Oh, wait, go ahead.
He's like, I have no interest in harming any of you. In fact, for those of you that take a deity, happy to talk shop.
Can you leave the Raven Queen alone?
No. They must all go. It's not like I have a choice. It's one or all. Whether they are good or bad or in between, every single one of them will cease to exist.
Jinyo kind of just like grits his teeth. I don't think we have a choice here.
We don't. We have to go. We can't do this. Not right now.
I agree. We're not strong enough yet for this.
But the longer we wait, the stronger he gets.
We'll just have to train as hard as we can and warn as many of the other gods. But I think for now we need to leave.
I don't think that works. I don't think there's anything to warn them of. It's a snap. It happens in an instant. Am I right, Mothman?
All good things take time, young man.
I'll crack a smile.
He just said he can only do it one at a time.
You're right, we can't beat you. We should leave.
He says you could join me, Jiro. Ill-mater, but might be enticing with his woe and punishment. But I can offer you things even greater and maybe even happiness. I know of your proclivities. He casts a summon phase spell and brings like this like buxom fairy into existence.
I'll glare at him. If I was in this for happiness or personal gain, I would have sought it myself long ago. But you do understand me. And you understand I'm not going to get myself killed here for nothing.
He nods and says, aye.
Just go.
Again, he says, if you choose to leave, I will not stop you. I'll even send you wherever you want to go.
We
Barjo?
came here. We met the Podleys and the Gallants. We went to cities. We explored dungeons. We went so far to stop these demons. We got the Rainbow Secret. We found about the god. We found about the weapon. We talked to fucking Uvor. We came all this way. And now, the one insect that's been keeping this druid sane for the past decades is holding the only thing holding him back between him and his actual goals. I'm not leaving here without that orb.
Well, then I guess you're staying here. I'll tell you what, Varjo, you can have it when I'm done with it.
Have you ever smoked weed, Marv? I know I blew it at you when you were a moth a few times, but like... Have you ever actually smoked?
I've consumed in my time.
You're not going to give us the orb. You could easily kill us. We should leave. But before we do, will you smoke a wizard blunt with me? Just because, like,
you watch
no
as
bad blood.
He waves and the orb kind of like disappears like an illusionist would like get rid of an item. Says, I'd love to smoke with you, Varjo.
Can I roll an arcana or perception or something to see where the orb went?
Sure.
What should I roll?
Whichever you think applies better, or whichever is a higher roll for you. $17, you're not quite sure. You just see that it's in his hand 1 second and gone the next.
Awesome. Yeah, I guess I just smoke with him then.
He does roam up close to you again. Like, he doesn't seem like he's threatened at all. And, like, even when you, like, roll this wizard blunt, he, like, sparks his fingers and they light with fire so that he can light it for you. He looks back at the rest of you and is like, any of you going to join us?
Suppose it couldn't hurt.
With respect, I decline.
He nods and he's like, that's understandable.
I'm gonna need that orb, Marv.
I can't give it to you, Varjo. Not right now.
Well, I need it as is.
Well, when I'm done with it, you leave it here to absorb magic energy for, I don't know, 1,000 years?
I don't got 1,000 years. I know you're a god and 1,000 years is kind of like whatever to you, but I got what, 30 left?
You get rid of all fiends. You wipe fiends out of existence. Then what?
Well, then I go and I fucking beat the shit out of Strahd and probably some fucking faithless druids because they're piece of shit. I snapped one's neck once. That's what I tried to do to you earlier. Mm-hmm. And then fucking I'll go back and get Pharaoh Stumbletoe and fucking stab him with this stick. And I show him my stick. See, this is the stick, and I tell him the whole story, like my whole backstory and all of my titles, even though he probably knows all of it.
Yeah. He's like, but Varjo, I mean, of that story, it sounds like you just want to get back to your goal. Don't worry about
Yeah.
the demons.
The demons are gonna fuck with my goal.
They won't fuck with your goal.
Yeah, they're gonna fuck with my goal.
I'm going to make sure that you never see them.
Well, like, yeah, that's cool and all, but then you gotta promise all these people, like, you're gonna kill, like, Blue's god. That's, I don't know if that's cool with Blue, and he's gonna be mad at me, so.
Every war has casualties, Varjo.
Why don't you just go, like, start picking off gods one by one, like, you know, a real tough god.
Because
Use your little fairy guys and go fucking beat the shit out of some god.
I've been planning this for a very long time, so you'll understand why I don't just drop my plan for you.
Yeah, but, like, you see how that's the same thing for me. That I've come here and this is my plan.
Yeah, but I've been waiting longer than you've been in pursuit.
Yeah, have you?
Yes.
How long do you live?
I don't really die.
Yeah, see? So I do. So my time time is worth...
Whoa. Sorry. I as far as I've heard, you are never going to die. You are the being that can never die.
Virgil, like, holds up one finger with his mouth open, like, you got me there.
So what worry do you have?
All right, rock, paper, scissors for the orb.
I refuse. Varjo, you're not getting the orb. Let's just have this sit down together, be peaceful and merry, and then you can go back to your ship and go wherever you like. Barovia, any other world.
Look, Marv, I'm gonna be real with you. You're probably gonna have to kill me.
I really don't want to have to do that, Varjo.
You're probably gonna have to kill me. And they, like, take a big haul off it, pass it back to him. Probably gonna be how this pans out.
He takes a big haul and he looks at the rest of you and he's like, how about the rest of you? Is that the vibe here? I'm going to have to kill all of you. Takes another drag.
Oh,
I
no.
think I've shown that I have faith in some things more than others. I have faith in my god, but I also have faith in Varjo, and I'm going to do what he does.
Can't let Varjo die alone.
Don't fucking just put that on me. Don't put your life in my hands.
It's not in your hand. We're helping you out. Come on.
While they're smoking, I don't know if Marv would like notice this or stop me, but would I be able to try and like commune with Ryu?
Go for it.
Like meditate and just think about, like, think the thoughts about what's going on.
Sure. Yeah, he can't stop you from praying.
Okay. Well, what do you want me to roll here?
Roll a religion.
Religion.
17, I mean, you send thoughts to Ryu, and you feel his warmth as if it was, like, received, but otherwise there's no communication.
Okay. Yeah, the message, if it plays out, would have just been like, like texting 911, basically.
Yeah. Fucking help! Marv leans down to you, Varjo, and first he, like, pats your head, and you can go ahead and heal yourself to full hit points. Takes another puff and hands it back to you and kind of sits down and sits cross-legged in front of you so he can get as low as he can. He says, Varjo, you have been a very good friend to me. So how about this? You and your friends want to stop me. I'm not going to give you the orb. And if you want to take the chance to take it, you're going to need a lot more under your belt than you have now. So go rest, heal, strengthen yourselves, run and cry to your gods for help. And I'll give you, and kind of closes his eyes, and he's like, quite the state. I'll give you a year. Finish your quest, because I know some of you are very eager to get back to Barovia and to hand Strahd his. I respect that. Finish what you started. Bolster your numbers. Bring your gods. But after a year's time, I won't be waiting anymore. I've waited long enough. And in a year's time, if you think you can come for me and you can stop me, I welcome it.
I know he's talking to Varjo, but I'm actually going to stare him in the eyes and say, deal.
10 years.
I would take this deal as well.
No, 10 years. No, shut up, guys. Shut up. You're shouting. Have you ever haggled before 10? 10 years. We won't go any lower. Cross my arms.
1, and if you press me on it, I make it 6 months.
Is it? Sorry, I'm not good with time.
That's less, Varjo.
Okay.
I run up and throw my hand over Varjo's mouth, and I just go, deal. We're leaving, Varjo.
Okay. Do I get wings, though?
No, I think you've given up your wings, Varjo.
How?
You're not his acolyte. Let's move.
I mean, I'll tell people about you still. I tried to convert Jiro. It didn't really work, though.
He's like, will you genuinely tell people about me?
Of course.
That's an acolyte.
Yeah, but like as an equal. Because like, I'm kind of a god too.
And
you're telling me if I kill a god, I get their power?
No, nobody said anything about that.
Isn't that what Vel said?
No, I said
No,
Vel's-
you have to
I said
convert
God-
their
I said
followers.
gods need followers to increase their power.
Oh yeah, that's what
Becoming
gods
a
are.
god is a,
Yeah.
Becoming a god is a completely different thing.
So if I just get enough people to like follow the Church of Varjo, eventually I'll be like god powers.
No. I suppose anything's possible.
If all of you guys are cool with all your deities and whatnot dying in a year,
No, I'm just very confident we can stop him in a year. Nothing personal.
None taken.
Confident.
I'm just gonna pick Varjo up, like a suitcase style, like I normally do, and be like, about that hold of Barovia.
well, we got the ship with the fan engine. We can just go do that.
It's like,
Get everybody there.
it's like I can get you back to the ship. If that's what you need.
Can you get the ship to Barovia?
The ship already can get to Barovia.
Yeah, it's got the fan engine from Fripp and Frapp.
All right. I'm actually gonna put Varjo down behind everybody else, and I'm gonna walk up to Marvin. I'm gonna stick my hand out for a handshake.
Sticks his out to greet your hand.
And I do like that warrior handshake where it's not just the hand, it's like the arm.
The
And then I
arm
just lean
clasp.
in a little bit. Yeah. And I just lean in like, in a year, I guess may the best man win.
Looks and he's like, in a year, I'll look forward to you joining my ranks.
Just remember, Marv, if gods can die, that means you can too.
I look
And
forward.
then I just, and
I look.
on that I just nod and let go. Yeah.
It's like I look forward to you trying to find out.
Can I see the orb for
No.
just like 1 second? Like, just let me hold it.
No.
I'll let you hold my orb. It's a pervert ball.
I know it's a pervert ball. He's like, I can't be a god that interacts with mortals and let you all leave empty-handed. What kind of god would I be? You've all come so far, right? Bardro, if you're serious about spreading the word of Marv, I'll give you your wings.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay.
Is it gonna hurt?
He once again
Like
like rests.
spread out of his forehead.
He rests a hand on your head and then kind of snaps his fingers. And you feel like these stalks of insect like wings start to grow out of your back. Not unlike just like a wild shape, but like it's like they don't go away as if you had transformed. Like it's a part of your body now. And you can go ahead and give yourself a 30-foot fly speed.
Hell yeah. Moth wings. Cool.
He's like, the rest of you, what do you desire? One thing. Aside from saving your gods, because that's not going to happen.
Ginny, say drugs. Ginny, Ginny, say drugs.
No, shut up. Let me think.
Oh, I'm Ginny and I want drugs.
That's not me. How about a kebab that always regenerates after I eat it?
That's a weird one, but yeah, we can do that. You watch as he waves his hands and he casts a spell. And he reaches, like, one of the tendrils that's on his back reaches into your container and pulls out a kebab. And you watch as it, like, waves over and he hands it to you and he's like, give it a shot.
I eat the whole thing.
You eat the whole thing and watch as, like, the stick just, like, the meat... There's, like, a little tiny fleck of meat that's left on the stick that grows into, like, a full kebab again on the stick.
I eat it again.
Yeah, you keep eating. You can keep eating it until you're full. I'm just gonna put infinite kebab on your character sheet.
Sweet. Well, right on. Thanks, Marv. Still gonna fight you in a year.
Of course, yeah. Who's next?
Be a she. I'm gonna actually whisper to him, so I'm gonna send it to you in a private message.
Sure.
I'm like, first, like, I'll say more loudly. It's like, I feel a little bit uncomfortable accepting a gift from you. I'll be honest. You know why? Plus, I already said I'm not in it for the glory, but
If it makes you feel any better, if your friends were meeting Ilmater, you would all depart with gifts in an exchange like this. This is just standard fare amongst most gods.
all right. So I whisper in his ear what I actually want, and then kind of like assume he'll teleport it to me if he needs to, and I'll walk away.
He like kind of looks at you and is like, "You serious?"
I don't want anything I would feel uncomfortable losing later.
I mean, that's a pretty... Yeah, that's simple.
Yeah.
I don't even have to create that. And he kind of thinks, and you watch as he kind of, like, whispers for a minute, and he's like, Yeah. Yeah. Hold on 1 second, I'll put the description in. There we go. You can find it in your inventory.
Excellent. Thank you.
No problem. Yeah,
I'll pat my pocket and seeing it's there, just like I'll just give him like a nod.
he looks and he's like, I think you'll be interested with just how that works.
That's amazing.
He looks at you, Blue. He's like, how about you?
I'll order last. I'm still looking at the menu.
Okay. He looks at you, Cyan. What about you, the other Dragonborn?
I will humbly decline your very generous gift.
He says, that's kind of insulting, and normally we'd kill you for something like that. But because you're not accepting a gift and I have to give you one, there's a bag of nuts in your inventory. If you check your bag, there's some snacks.
I will graciously accept these snacks and thank you for them.
Yeah. So it's going to be we're going to call it like 6 helpings of nuts. so. When you eat these nuts, when consumed, you gain advantage on your attack rolls for a minute.
What?
Oh, hell yeah. Super nuts. Yeah, Cyan bows. Thanks him.
He looks at Vel next, and he's like, how about you? Stranger from a strange land, I can only imagine what you would want. Vel?
I'm thinking. I'm thinking.
Okay.
What could I ask for? Yes, I am absolutely a stranger in a strange land. I don't even know how I got here. I'm not even sure how to get home.
Well, I mean, if home is what you want, I can send you anywhere in the multiverse.
Well, I don't think I'm quite done with whatever my purpose in being here is just yet.
Interesting.
Okay.
Why don't we meet in the middle then? And he reaches into like what appears to be a pocket and pulls out a golden ticket.
And what will this do?
He puts it down and he says, what's the name of the place that you want to go? Like, what's the name of your home?
Well, I mean, I would probably ask to return. The easiest trip would be the return to the city of Talmorel, which is where I've come to call a place I've come to call home.
Do you know what plane that's in?
Well, it's a material plane. I'm going to be honest with you. We didn't never have a name for that world in that campaign.
Well then, sorry. What was the city? What did you just say?
It's called, the city is called Talmorel.
You watch as he like his finger like grows into like this glowing nail, and he inscribes the name Telmorel on the ticket and hands it to you. And he says, "When you're ready to go home, wish it on the ticket, and it will bring you home."
Very well. I will accept it. That I want to piss off a god today.
He's like,
Or
"It's very funny. A golden ticket is how they got here."
Those damn tickets.
Oh, I thought of a second thing I want. It's not really that big of a deal. Could I have the orb?
What about you, Gambit?
Well, I can think of a few things, but I'm looking for wealth,
Wealth.
and in any kind of facet, really. Maybe a place to, you know, buckle down, sell goods out of, adventure a little bit. You know, just like a little shop. You know, I had one. It's long gone now. But I remember it was good times. But I'm just looking for I'm looking for things to sell. And the problem that I have is with these demons, I'm not gonna have too many people to sell to.
Oh, people will still exist, and other beings will still exist. Life thrives and survives.
Life does find a way.
It's true.
I don't know, what is within your power as a god to provide me with wealth?
It people's definition of wealth vary. You want money?
Money, treasures, things I could sell. I mean, the whole lot.
Kind of like makes a face at you.
Simple man with simple things.
He's like, I mean, you can't be a little specific. You don't have any particular thing. You just want wealth.
Yeah, there's not really much out there for me, you know?
And wealthy
Just
where?
looking for
relative to who?
I mean, what is wealth to a god? Followers? Power? Wealth to me is materialistic. I'm a man of simple needs. Enough coin to contribute to everything that I need, everything that I could ever want. Treasures beyond the eyes can see. Maybe tomorrow I want to wear a gold robe made of pure flecked gold.
Yeah, gold robe.
I mean, all kinds of things. There's so many things that describe wealth in the modern day.
Mm-hmm.
I want access to it all.
He goes, okay. Snaps his fingers, and you feel like a coin in your pocket. That has the potential for wealth. You could probably sell it for a lot of money. Or you could utilize it and see what you could do with it. Either way, not my problem. I think that's everybody, right? Or Blue, or you might have been the last one.
Did Cyan take anything?
Yes, I have these lovely peanuts.
Cyan did refuse to take something, and so Marv forced magic nuts on him.
I'm not even gonna touch that joke. Okay. Well,
Some say they are nuts that were created by a magical being named D. You may even say they are D's nuts.
you've got jokes there, Mothman. You've got jokes. Well, I'm just saying that, some people refused gifts, so let's say how legendary do you want our battle to be in a year?
Oh, I expect you to bring your all. Bring your A game. I won't hold back.
I propose you giving me two things then.
No, Varjo wanted 2 things too. Everybody gets 1. This is only a
I'm not
courtesy
an
gift.
idiot. I'm not asking for the orb. I'm not an idiot. You were with him for 20 years. You should know that. Really.
He crosses his arms and he's like, I refuse 2 gifts until I at least know what you want.
He wants the orb.
First thing, and I'm gonna, fluff up my little dragon wings. Like, what good is a dragonborn if he can't even use his wings?
Oh, you want wings too?
It was easy enough. It was easy enough to do for Varjo. But the second thing, I've run across many trinkets on my travels. Perhaps, along with the wings, you could see clear to giving me the clairvoyance and sight enough to be able to, align myself with more magical items. I mean, after all, you do want our fight to be of the most epic proportions.
Oh, you're asking to be able to. Okay.
Attune to more things. Yeah. It was a 2-part thing. I'll take one. I'll take one or the other, but I'm trying to see if I can,
He's like, I see.
And sorry if my mic keeps cutting out. This thing's a piece of shit.
No, that's fine. He's like, I see what you're getting at. Where did that go? Hold on a second.
You're good.
The question on that one is whether or not Forge will let you do it.
Oh, Forge will let me do it.
I don't know if I know enough about it. Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know enough about it to know the answer to that question.
He looks at you, Blue, and he says, it is not up to me to give you your wings. Doing so would be crossing a line that, while I'm going to be eliminating everyone anyway, I dare not cross. As most
Fair
deities
enough.
would not. The other thing though, yeah, done. And he you watch as he focuses magic into his hand and kind of spears you in the chest. And you gain 2 more attunement slots.
Ooh.
Oh Jesus, that's huge.
On your chest, under your armor, is the symbol of a moth, like a tattoo on your skin.
Gotcha. Now there's a reminder of where the power came from. I gotcha.
He looks and he's like, all right, gifts distributed. Are we all good here?
I'm cool.
1 year.
1 year. And not a day later.
You know, you might be a murdering psychopath, but you are fair.
I do love a good game. And I've got to say, I've grown eager to see what you'll become.
You love a good game, but you won't rock, paper, scissors for the orb.
I'm not giving you the orb, Varjo.
Give me the orb, Marv.
Marv, was he like this before I met him? Like, Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Varjo, he looks at you and he says, I can't leave you with just nothing to occupy your hat. And he waves his hand, and you watch as a small moth that looks identical to like the moth version of Marv comes out and flutters over and flies and crawls under your hat. He's like an avatar
Oh, Marv Jr.
to keep you company.
Cool. Here. And I like reach in my pocket and pull out a certain rock. This rock is I had it for a while here. It's my avatar.
Takes the rock and he's like, okay. Is it just a rock?
What do you mean? Just a rock? Look at it.
He's looking at, is it out of character? Is this just a normal rock, or is there some kind of trick to this rock?
No, there's no trick or magic to the rock, but it is like a special tuvar that has elemental.
Okay. Yeah, he takes it and he's like, I'll cherish it.
Yeah, good rock.
He once again does like the hand wave trick and it disappears. And he's like, it's in a safe place. It's like, and so too shall you all be now. And he snaps his fingers and you are back on the bridge of the Unbreakable. Or of, sorry, I can't remember what it was called.
Sky Dancer.
Sky Dancer.
Well, pay me my money, Jamie. We didn't have to kill Marv.
No, we have to kill Marv.
No, we didn't have to kill Marv. Ginny, did we just have to kill Marv? Yes or no?
I mean, we do have to kill him in a year.
But did we just have to kill him?
Not specifically right now.
So exactly, that was the bet. Payment.
No, like, I don't know. I think it's a draw.
What? No, we didn't have to kill him.
Well, no, I think you should
bet's
get
still
your
open.
money. I think, yeah, you get your money when the fight happens.
No, because then we'll have to wait till what? One of us dies? When? What? Because how much time has to go by before we haven't fought Marv?
I'm unsure.
Exactly. Pay me.
I mean, we do have to fight Marv. So that's the thing. That's this year. Once the year is done, he is going to come and kill us.
No. We have to kill him before a year happens, or he'll kill all the gods. However, we didn't have to kill him at the end of the catacombs. So, Marv was cool. Pay me.
Marv is not cool. We still have to kill Marv. You're still technically on the losing end of this. You just haven't lost yet.
I don't see it that way.
Dewdrops is the first to notice that you guys are like on the bridge. He like rubs his eyes and he's like, "Do my eyes deceive me? It's like, is that the champion of the Raven himself, and runs up and like picks fucking Jinyo up in a big bear hug? And you see him smile for the first time since Podley's passing.
I'm back, Dewdrops.
He gives you like a big tight hug and puts you down. He's like, "Where have you been, lad?"
Oh, it's a long story. I was at war for about a year. In a different dimension with a bunch of gods and that kind of thing. My queen demanded my service.
He's like, did they send you with anything to do anything about that? And he points up to the sky, and you watch as it's erupting in like explosions and like magical different like charges of energy as these like robot knights are fighting against these demons, like clouds of demons that are flying down from above.
Oh, the robot guy says he's got that.
Well, I've got a couple tricks up my sleeve, but I don't think I can take that many demons on.
He looks at like both Varjo and Blue, and he's like, "Captain."
No, Blue's the captain now. I'm just Virgil. Owner of the ship. I'm king of the ship.
Let's we got a year, so let's go take care of one threat first.
You want to give the order, or should I?
You know, it's your ship, buddy.
I go. I very, very slowly climb up this little fluff mellow tree. Even though I have wings now. Stand on top. I look forward and I yell out, "Helmsman Henry, take us to Barovia."
"Aye, Captain! Hoist the sails!" And you watch as the sails like flop out automatically. And he kicks the like you watch as like you can hear the Fey engine start to kick into gear as you watch as a portal opens up in front of the ship, and you can see the dark familiar skies of Barovia with a very different scenery. There is like looking at the immediate area like map, it's almost like you're looking from like above Barovia. You can see that there are spots that are on fire. The spot where there was a castle is in the air, not unlike the islands that you saw in Hasseldama. And the mountains, like the snowy mountains, look like they have almost like been like broken and shifted. As the ship pierces the veil and you find your way flying back into Barovia, you can only begin to wonder what kind of chaos has happened in your absence. And that is where we're going to end session for this week and for a little while.
Awesome.
Next week we'll do session 0 for Tiny Punk 2077, where you will be a band of misfit toys and animals and things like that, small creatures, trying to win a turf war in a abandoned department store in the future.
Hell yeah.
To everybody who tuned in, we'll be back. You won't see the session 0. We will be back on stream in 2 weeks to start our first session of Tiny Punk 2077. For all of you who have been here so far, thank you so much for joining us for this insane campaign. Please be sure to check out the links for anybody who streams in the YouTubes below. And other than that, yeah, thanks everybody who tuned in. We love every single one of you. We hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And as always, power to the players. Have a great night. Oh. Wrong button.